is another video we have of some young geldings for sale. As we said before, this young man that's the trainer does a really stand-up job. He starts them right and finishes them right. All of these young horses have had, I don't know, 2 or maybe 2.5 months off, and I just took them down and unloaded them, and Gerald brushed them off and saddled them, and this is how they rode off. Had a lot of miles, did a lot of outside work, and a lot of groundwork as usual when he starts them. As I've said before, they're no stranger to tarps, and lots of flying objects around him, as you can see why he's dragging a tarp behind him now. And as usual, so far all of our colts still have sugar bars on the papers. We will have a new addition to our project starting next year. We also have a grandson of Leo standing here at stud for our own mares. And we have a couple of colts out of him. They're really super projects. This is going to be kind of a big stout horse. He's just currently 3, before next summer, spring, whenever. But he's a big stout colt. We don't claim they're cutting horses, but you can sure sort cows with them and sure drag calves to the fire. They're just ready to go at wherever you want to go. And they're at the right age. If you want to go to the arena, they'll darn sure do that. We have some horses that are doing real well. We have a horse that's went to the world and win the world and break away. Have another horse that's doing exceptionally well at college rodeos down in the south, Louisiana, Mississippi area. And we have some ranchers that are really proud of their colts that they purchased. They just went ahead and did the job like they've been there all their lives. These colts know what a rope is, and they'll pull whatever you tie onto. Gerald has doctored calves in the pasture off of this colt, and he has tied off hard and fast and stepped off and went and doctored calves with him. But he's sure ready to go on in life with whatever you'd like to do with him. I think he's a pretty nice horse. This young gelding is not quite as big. He'll probably mature to 15 hands, and he's another 3-year-old. He's a King Fritz breeding and sugar bars. Gerald's had him in some pretty tight quarters, sorting cows and calves off and having calves under him, and cows charge him, and he doesn't get flustered at all. He just takes it in stride, and darn sure will turn one for you. this colt's also had a couple of months off till just, I believe this is his first day back on the job when we shot these videos. If you notice, all these colts ride with a pretty loose rein. They don't get fuzzed up. They just go out and do the job, and they'll go about wherever you point them. They've sure been up in the brush and the rocks and the hills and the mud and across the water and anything else that you can think that a young ranch horse is supposed to be accustomed to. They've been behind quite a few cows, not just here at Carol's place, but also on a neighboring ranch. It's a fair-sized place that runs quite a few cows. Gerald likes to go there to help out and give these colts a lot of outdoor work.
Yeah.
You can see there's not much being flustered about a rope being swung around him. He doesn't get excited. These are pretty husky calves that he's roping. Actually, some of them are replacement heifers, so he's not supposed to pull real hard. This colt will get in the dirt and turn around and get after him a little, but like I said, they've had some time off, but that's what makes them work. This is another 3-year-old with King Fritz and sugar bars on his papers. Here's another one that's had at least 2 months off. Actually, this is a colt that Gerald did a training video, a short one for us earlier when he first caught him. He's a little laid back, and sometimes you have to excite him a little, but you don't need to worry about him having no big runaways. Like I said, none of these colts humped or jumped or made one wrong move after being off for a few months. And it's kind of a cool day there in December when we're doing this, so they sure had all the excuses to make a run at somebody if they felt like it, but they sure didn't. Gerald just does an excellent job with these young horses from start to finish. They've had at least as much training as a lot of A lot of so-called road horses. They're considered a little older. Thanks for looking at these. These are obviously pretty amateur, but we'll give you a short shot of what they look like, I guess. Thanks again.